and are basically kind of banning or kind of taking away like take-home papers and in-person papers being in class being more of an importance. So I think that that's kind of what we're seeing happen in the classroom and in the academic setting.
I didn't think it was going to get that extreme. Like, I had a lot of professors.
Same here. I was really surprised.
Yeah. Like, they were just saying, like, hey, watch out, be careful. Like, don't use this. Like, we know it's not your writing. I did not expect them to start getting rid of, like, take-home papers and giving it less weight. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Yeah, our professor put it in the syllabus, and she kind of went on a little tirade, and she was like, don't use it. That would, I'm not outsourcing my work to grade your papers. I'll know if it's not you. But I do think it's hilarious that it does pass a business course.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's pretty funny.
That adds up, definitely.
I've tried it. It's a lot of fun. Like, it'll write, like, it's like you can do whatever you want. Like, you can, like, write Star Wars, but have it set in, like, Iowa. Like, you can do that. It's crazy.
So what have you used it for?
That exactly that. Well, you can, like, whatever concept you think of, it'll write like a page. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I have an English class. My teacher was like, "Don't use it." It's like weird, but I think if you use it, it does still kind of sound very robotic.
It does. Yeah.
So I think you'd be able to tell. Yeah.
No.
I've heard what people are doing is using it to have it like write the paper, and then they write their own paper based on what ChatGPT
You could definitely
says.
do that. Yeah, based on like ideas it gives you.
Yeah.
As Chris and I go down.
No, it's crazy that teachers know about it that fast.
I know, right?
I don't know when it started, to be honest, but I guess like a month ago was when I first kind of heard about it.
Yeah,
was that late, or everybody was a month
Yeah,
ago?
no, same.
Like just a
That's
month
like when
ago.
it was invented. That's like when it came out. Yeah,
really.
no.
The fact that Villanova is on top
Yeah,
of
that's
it,
what I'm
as
saying.
they are,
Teachers
now that's
know that
impressive.
fast. That's crazy. I mean, teachers just found out about TikTok like a month ago. That's like their favorite joke. I don't know if you guys like your teachers.
Oh my God.
I can't get off of TikTok. Okay. It's a huge problem.
Chris and I were talking about it too before the show, was that it's insane that in 2023 that this is like the first time that something like this has happened, as at least to my intelligence. Maybe you guys might know something before this, but like it's kind of insane that in 2023 this is like the first time that something like this has come up and happened in, I guess, an academic setting.
Yeah, next this is gonna be in like a robot though that like can move, like, and they're just gonna answer questions. Like, it's starting to get scary now.
Yeah, as the lowly political science major, I am very afraid of AI because I don't think I completely understand it, and all I've seen are the robot movies where they take over humanity. But my computer science and computer engineering roommates are like, "Don't worry about it. It's fine.
We got this.
We got this.
We'll shut them down." That's how they all start.
No, they always like,
That's how they all start.
Chris, we'll just shut them down. I'm like, I don't think you guys are good enough
no,
for
they
that.
can't.
No, definitely
They're
not.
gonna take over.
Definitely not. But is it different from resources like Chegg and Quizlet? Should this be considered a legitimate source in the classroom?
Well, I'm pretty sure all it does is it will like scour the internet and then put something together. So it's just dependent on whether the information online is on the topic that you're searching about is reliable. It could still very well give you incorrect information.
Yeah, true. It kind of seems like what Wikipedia was.
I mean, Wikipedia is my
Yeah.
number one source for 12 years.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
But people on Wikipedia, like, they will give you the right answer because
Yeah,
people
no,
are so
care.
dedicated.
And they
to
change
keeping
that
Wikipedia
quickly.
accurate. Yeah.
Like it's, if someone
Second.
passes away, like they have updated that to like the death date like 2 seconds after.
I want
It's
to know.
insane.
I want to know who changes stuff on Wikipedia. I want to meet
They
that
get
guy.
so upset because
I wanna
like
know that
back
guy.
in high school, we used to mess around and change things on Wikipedia
Yeah.
to like
They won't have it.
No, they'll
they
get you and they'll
change it in
ban
a
you.
second. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we had like 20
absolutely.
accounts.
Yeah.
And, like they were.
Chris
on
was
top of their stuff.
dedicated in high
We were
school.
incredibly dedicated. We wanted one thing to get through, and it never did. All right, Dom, what is our Twitter poll question of the day?
Yeah. So our Twitter poll question of the day. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at WXVU. Is which superpower would you like to have? Our options we gave were mind reading, teleportation, flying, and then if you want to reveal yourself, you can say you already have one. I opted to put a different answer, and I put invisibility because that is the best superpower. I don't need to fly. I have airplanes. Mind reading's creepy, and teleportation, I can drive. I don't know. I always said invisibility,
So what are you doing with
and people thought I was
invisibility?
stealing. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like invisibility would come in handy the most. I mean,
I feel like mind reading would come in handy the most.
Mind reading would be
would you
extremely
want to?
scary. though.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
I
you
would
want
just,
to
like,
know what people are really
always-
thinking about you?
Yeah.
I don't.
I got a point. I'd probably go with flying. I feel like that's cool.
Okay.
I don't know.
I like teleportation. I really do. I think that because you can go like anywhere in time, you know what I mean, and see anything.
That's also you can also move in time with teleportation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize that either. I
counted on
thought
time
it was
travel.
just space. Yeah.
Allison, which one are you going with?
Interesting. I guess I'll pick teleportation, but if it's not on the list, but if it were shape shifting, I think would be my pick.
Oh, that's
I think that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's better than invisibility.
Do you guys know that question where it's like, would you rather fly at 5 miles per hour, or I think it's run at like 25? You know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
That brings me back to those shoes in the beginning of the year that makes you like run. Remember those shoes? You don't remember those shoes where they make you run like 8 miles per hour? And it's like, wow, you will look super quick when you're running out on campus.
Did they come out, those shoes?
I hope not.
We got to get an update on those shoes.
Yeah,
those
for real.
Definitely.
The craziest things ever. Imagine somebody just gliding past you on campus. I mean, not much different from people flying by you on their electric scooters, though. Allison, anything on the shoes?
I'm searching. I'm scouring the internet, and I will get back to you on the shoes.
But that was like a question we were asked for like some freshman class I had. I think it was run at like 30 miles per hour or fly at 5. And everybody said fly at 5. I was like, no, you want to run at 35 miles per hour. It's so slow. And I was like the only one that
you'd barely be moving at all.
Think about it. Like, why not just run at 35? Yeah,
you'd be the fastest man alive.
Yeah.
And people were like, no, but if you could fly, you'd be an anomaly. But I'm like, 5 miles per hour, you're not getting anywhere fast. You still have to drive everywhere. You just sprint.
You're getting from here to Philadelphia in over an hour.
Yeah, no, that's not fast.
Just take the train at that point.
I thought I was crazy.
No, I completely agree.
Agents.
David, birthdays of the week. What's coming up here?
So today, January 27th, Chris Collinsworth turns 64, an NFL analyst, and Patton Oswalt is 54. On Saturday, Sarah McLachlan, a singer, turns 55. Nick Carter celebrates his 43rd birthday, a singer from the Backstreet Boys. J. Cole is 38 from Nobody's Perfect. Sunday is Tom Selleck, turns 78. Oprah Winfrey, 69. And Adam Lambert, 41.
I think I knew all these people today.
Same. I'm extremely proud of myself.
Impressive for both of you guys. And Allison, what's going on with WXVU? Or first, did you find the answer on the shoes?
I certainly did. You can place a deposit for $50. They are ultimately $1,400, and you will get them by summer 2023. So they're not even fully available yet.
But soon.
But soon, if you have $1,400 to spare, then yes.
So next semester, when you want to be super quick than everyone else on campus, place your deposit today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to get your shoes by summer. But what is going on with WXVU? We have a whole new lineup of shows for spring 2023, and it begins today on WXVU. We have 28 different shows scheduled from Villanova students and staff members, and the schedule will be posted soon on our website. And for the first time in our history, WXVU will be broadcasting Villanova women's basketball games. Jacob Arts and Zach Tipton of Sports Takes with Jake fame will have the call from the pavilion for the matchup against Marquette next Wednesday at 6:30 right here. Jacob and Zach will also have the call of the women's team games versus DePaul and Providence later in February. So very excited to hear them on the air.
Awesome. And before we go to break, everybody here at the WXVU family would like to extend our congratulations to Allison for being a Fulbright Scholarship semi-finalist. Allison, congratulations. And which country did you apply to?
I hopefully, if I make it to the finals, will be going to Greece next year. So very exciting.
Nice.
And you're making me blush right now.
And which program did you apply to? Was it the study program?
The ETA.
The ETA.
So I would be an English teaching assistant in Greece.
Very exciting. Well, we wish you the best of luck and congratulations as always. This is the Morning Roar on WXVU 89.1 FM. We're going to be taking a quick break, so stay tuned.
This is Owen Hewitt, host of the Ozone, and you're listening to V89.1 The Roar.
The Berwyn Indoor and Outdoor Vintage Flea Market features antiques, collectibles, vintage jewelry, fashion, and so much more. The flea market happens every Saturday and Sunday through April, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Berwyn Indoor and Outdoor Village Flea Market is located at 270 West Swedesford Road in Berwyn. More information is available at philafleamarkets.org.
The The Villanova Leadership Program provides 6 different workshops on leadership tips and tricks, theories, and networking. Get Villanova Leadership certified and become a better leader. More information is available at villanova.edu/VLP.
Now, here's your 3-day weather forecast for the main line.
A mix of sun and clouds for your Friday, a high of 40 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight, we'll get down to 30 for a low. A mix of sun and clouds on Saturday will warm up to 50. And for your Sunday, it'll be mostly cloudy, a high of 49.
It's the Morning Roar right here on WXVU 89.1 FM, The Roar. Let's go to Allison with our Morning Roar news update.
Yes, part 2. In what could portend an important shift in plans to demolish a wooded area along with some historic buildings in Villanova, Lower Merion and Haverford officials have reached a tentative agreement for students to use the polo field in Bryn Mawr. Under the agreement, baseball and softball teams from Black Rock Middle School will have priority use of the fields on the polo field site. The polo field sits outside Lower Merion in the Bryn Mawr section of Haverford Township near County Line Road, East Railroad Avenue, and Penn Street. In December of 2018, the Lower Merion School District used eminent domain to take 2 properties in Villanova for playing fields. The school's district plans were to remove over 500 trees and demolish some of the historic buildings on the 2 sites. The planned demolition has led to protests from the community, including students and neighbors. Also, the results are in, and Netflix definitely dominated the Nielsen US streaming charts for 2022, led by originals Stranger Things, Wednesday, and Ozark, as well as acquisitions like NCIS. Netflix took 11 of the top 15 spots on the overall streaming list and 13 spots among the streaming originals. Stranger Things came in at number 1 on both lists with 52 billion minutes viewed across the 34 episodes of the series. Ozark came in at number 2 and Wednesday at number 3 among originals. An impressive feat considering the new series only has 8 episodes. Did anybody actually watch any of these shows?
Of course, I watch Stranger Things. It's like one of my favorite shows of all time. So that one makes sense. But the rest of these, I've literally
Who's watching Wednesday Addams?
That's exactly what I'm
person.
saying.
I haven't met a single person who's watched Wednesday Addams. I've only seen it on TikTok.
I think it's like everyone's moms.
Is that true?
I
Or is it
think
like
so.
children?
I think it's everyone's moms and their little sisters.
Is that like who,
That
I
makes
This
a lot of
passion
sense.
by Dom is Ed Sheeran passion. Right now. That's why.
It's third. It's third. It's 8 episodes. It's Stranger Things is like 1,000 episodes that are
Yeah.
like 2 hours
Like,
long.
here's the theory,
Who's
right?
watching it?
Is that like the Addams family probably, like, that's our parents probably have all seen that movie.
I guess.
And then there's nothing Netflix won't rehash for a buck.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, Wednesday, let's make it. And then they probably wanted to like relive the nostalgia and they just all ate it up. But yeah, I'm also surprised that it's what, number 2 or number 3?
3.
Number 3. I'm also surprised.
What is Ozark about? Like a boring family? Isn't that what that's about?
I
Has anybody
think,
seen that?
no, I think it's actually about a money laundering family in
Oh.
Missouri.
Oh, that's fun.
So,
So
I
they're a
don't-
little
they're
interesting.
definitely on the more interesting side, yeah. But also, did you guys see that stupid dance from Wednesday?
Yes.
Like, all over TikTok.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's
It is
so annoying.
It is driving me insane. Because first of all, Dom is over here.
Dom's like crying.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's so dumb.
It's so dumb. And everybody just keeps doing the same dance over and over again. And they're not even using the song from the show.
I know.
I found out like 2 days ago. So I don't know what's happening. It's just
I
driving
don't even
me
think you can call it a dance because all they're
No.
doing is this.
No.
It's so ridiculous.
Just a lazy thriller.
No,
I can't wait for
exactly.
the next formal when I see somebody doing that.
No.
That'll be insanity. But yeah. Wednesday. If
Wednesday
you've-
Addams
If
on
you've
top.
watched it, you
We
know.
have beef with Wednesday Addams in that town in Nevada from like months ago.
Thank you for that, everybody. Next segment here. What would you do with an extra 4 hours each day? According to a poll, 60% of adults feel as though there isn't enough time in a day to get everything done that they need to do. But what if they had more time? According to the survey of 2,000 Americans, 1 in 5 would focus on projects or tasks they enjoy, while 28% would tackle more projects and bigger ones. 34% said they'd finish more chores, and 20% would use the time to get some extra sleep. And why do some people feel they need more sleep? Well, here are the things they said drain them of their energy the most. Cleaning, 33%. Preparing for events such as, a holiday or visiting family is 28%. Your job is 28%. Financial responsibilities at 27%. Climate change and other environmental concerns, 26%. And taking care of my family, 24%. So, guys, what would you do with 4 extra hours a day? And what drains you in your college day-to-day life right now? And has it changed from last semester? David, let's go to you.
Well, I would get more sleep for probably about 3 of the 4 hours. Then the extra hour, I would listen to more Ed Sheeran, because why not? Absolutely. Just go with a new song about a week ago. But no, seriously, yeah, I think probably sleep would be the biggest part for me. Definitely schoolwork too, I think would definitely help. And I think what drains me most of the college days, so coincidentally, is of course schoolwork, as I'm sure everybody would say too. So yeah, driving is definitely something to the commute. But I think that 4 extra hours would definitely help a lot.
Yeah. Allison?
Oh, I'm 100% with David on sleep. I would just sleep. I work this week 3 days a week, and I would get up at like 8:30 to do that. And then Fridays we have the morning roar. So I feel like I haven't slept in the past 2 weeks, and I would love some more time to sleep.
Dom, how about you?
I mean, first of all, this list is bogus. Taking care of your family is less than preparing for events. What events are you preparing for? Are you hosting like the Super Bowl?
And taking care of your family less than climate
But like,
change?
what's the difference between preparing for events and cleaning? Like, isn't that the same thing? Like, if you're hosting an event, you're cleaning your house.
Well, some people clean
There's
more
overlap.
often than that.
Well, I think that they're also. I think in a way they're preparing, like if it was for traveling, right? For holidays or packing. So maybe not necessarily cleaning their own house, but getting ready to go see family.
I still feel like job and taking care of family should dominate this category.
100%.
I agree. Yeah, I think that cleaning should be lower. And I would love climate change to be as high as it is, but I just feel like realistically it's not in our world today.
Wait, I noticed
I find it hard to believe that there are more people.
I would love for society to be that focused on climate change and fixing it, but it's unfortunately just not true.
26% of people are like, climate change.
Which is 2% more than people saying, my kids.
No, my kid needs something. I'm too busy worrying about climate change right now. I can't take care of him. What would I do with 4 more hours? I don't know. Watch TV? Like, I don't need 4 more hours. I don't need it.
No, that's kind of where I'm at, because yesterday I had so much work to do and I just sat around and watched TV.
Yeah,
so I feel like with 4 extra hours,
I'd watch Wednesday Addams. I don't know.
I don't think
Maybe
I'd go that far.
No, doubt it. Maybe.
I'd probably use it to sleep. Sleep is like the only logical option.
I have this theory. This is like Joe Rogan right now. I don't think we need 7 or 8 hours of sleep. I think if we evolved as humans to only need like 4, society would advance so much.
I have a question. What do you think evolution is?
But I don't know. But I feel like we don't need that
you
much.
think we could just eventually only need 4 hours?
Yep. That's a third of your life is spent sleeping. That's crazy.
It's a bold take.
It's crazy. A third of your life?
I love my 8 hours of sleep, Dom. Thank you.
Imagine if you didn't need 8 hours.
Yeah, I didn't get 8 hours last night. But on a good day, I'm on a good day. 8 hours is a good day.
I don't even think people on a good day are
on a weekend. I get 8 hours.
Nobody gets 8 hours anymore. It's
like
like
a Sunday
if I get 6.5, I'm golden.
Exactly. No, 6
on a weekday, 6.5.
That's called evolution. We are evolving.
Dom,
your kids will only need 4 hours of sleep.
It's a new MSc, everybody.
No, I do not study biology.
Sleep Study MSc, hosted by Dominic
This is based on my thoughts and my thoughts alone. There's no science behind this.
We're getting the unhinged Dom thoughts this morning.
I went to bed like 3. This is bad.
Did you know? Oh, I'm about to butcher this name. Here we go. Maria Brañas Morenya of Spain, who is verified as being the oldest living person at 115 years and 326 days old, is an active Twitter user according to Guinness World Records. The Spry Senior's Twitter bio reads, "I'm old, very old, but not an idiot." And she frequently shares her words of wisdom on the social media platform with the help of her daughter. Would you really want to spend your days at age 115 on the cesspool that is Twitter? I did not.
I'm looking for a Twitter right now.
I want. I want to know who is writing that in our production lineup here today. Cesspool that is Twitter. Jeez.
I mean, they're not wrong.
No, they're
Whoever
not wrong
wrote
at
it.
all. At all.
And Dom, please follow her from the
Found her.
WXVU account.
Found
tweeted her from the WXVU account.
I mean, she hasn't tweeted in 6 days. She active.
I mean, that is
somebody
that
check
is
on
recent.
her.
In the grand scheme of things, that is
She's
recent.
115.
Somebody go check on her. She hasn't tweeted. She usually tweets every 2 days. It's been 6. I would read them to you, but they're all in Spanish. So
I can
that's-
translate if you read one.
Oh. Come on, Dom. Let's hear that Spanish language skills.
I did take up to intermediate 2 here. So.
Oh, come
as you
on.
were
Then you should be
required
able
to
to
do.
translate.
They're really long tweets. They're like paragraphs. All right,
No,
I'll read one.
you
I'll
need
read
a
one. I'll read one.
paragraph.
I'll find a short
I
one.
thought there was a character limit.
No, she has like threads.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right, here's one. Okay. Feliz año que se complexity. This might not be Spanish.
Is it Portuguese, maybe?
Yeah, I
It
think
sounds
so.
like Portuguese.
This isn't Spanish.
But it seems like she's saying Happy New Year.
There you
Sure.
Tom,
David's
I
favorite
want you to
holiday.
read all the threads because we have 5 minutes and a very important segment coming
you're
up.
right. No,
but
no,
it's
we gotta
fine.
move on.
I
We gotta
want you
move
to
on.
read.
This is going to be a
all
cause
of
for
the
discussion.
threads.
Basically, I'll summarize for her. Maria Brenes Maria says, "Happy New Year, guys! Happy New Year."
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Maria.
Dom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
But somebody, if you're listening, please go check on her. She hasn't tweeted in 6 days, and I'm worried.
Sounds good. Dom, it's time to go to you for our new
Okay.
favorite segment.
Yeah.
The Morning Roar Mind Bender.
It's definitely my
It's
favorite
been a
segment
great
because I
morning,
get the
guys. Have a
answer.
great
I love it
weekend.
so
Go
much.
Eagles. I will see you later
Yeah.
next Friday.
Okay, ready? I love music.
The music is there. The music is fixed.
The music is
It's
perhaps
great.
my least favorite
It
part.
should scare you. Let's say you have some black socks and brown socks in your bedroom drawer, mixed in a 4 to 5 ratio. 4 black socks to 5 brown socks. How many socks will you have to take out of your bedroom drawer to ensure you have a pair of the same color?
So I'm going to start by giving some context here really quickly. I woke up this morning and I put this Eagles jersey on and, I was thinking to myself about the weekend. I was like, there's an Eagles game. Villanova is going to beat Providence at the Wells Fargo
So
Center.
you need to focus on the question.
Hold on. The Eagles, I'm getting there. The
David, what
Eagles
color are your socks?
The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. And I said, I'm so
David, how many
excited.
socks?
I said, it's a good
Give me a
day.
number.
I said, hold on, it's a good day today, right? The commute wasn't too
I'm
bad.
going to turn off
Traffic
your
was
microphone
good.
if you don't get to the socks.
I'm getting there.
You're not getting
But
there.
then I realized, I said, everything was going great. Now I have a Spanish
make me
test
do
today,
this.
whatever.
Don't
But-
make me do this, David.
Then I realized there's a mind bender on Morning Roar. Okay, so my day would just collapsed from there. So I'm just gonna say that I have no idea. Like last week, I think I said, what did I say? $1? Was that what I said last
Dollar
week?
did say
$10.
it.
$1.10.
Like I was being able to think through the question. I don't even know where to begin with this question.
So
I am stuck at the word let's say, or I'm stuck at the phrase let's say you have some black socks.
do you not have black socks?
I don't know what
I
socks.
do not have black socks. Oh no, I meant like dress socks. Yeah,
Okay.
dress black socks. Yeah, but I do not have black socks on. No.
It is genuinely not that hard.
I don't get it.
It's
I have
not.
the answer and I don't get it.
Really?
Somebody explain to me.
I-
You guys both know the answer?
Well, I told you at the
It's
beginning, and
courtesy
I'll
of
guess.
me,
Can
so-
I guess?
Okay.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
Yes,
please guess.
please.
Okay, I'm gonna say 3.
How
Three
is
is
it
the
There you
correct
go.
answer.
But what if
yeah.
you get
I had
Guys,
no
guys,
idea. Hold on,
guys.
I want to talk
Hang
to
on,
the
hang on,
camera
hang on,
here.
hang on.
Oh, he's talking.
What
to
did you
the
say?
That was a pure guess.
What did you say?
if you have 3? If you pick out, you only
Come
take out
on.
3 socks.
Stop.
Well, that
Three
actually makes
pairs. Never mind.
sense. I think.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
Okay.
I get it.
As long as he gets it.
There's only 2 colors. Once you pick 3, there's got to be 2 of one.
There has to be a pair. You can pick 2 and get a pair, but if you pick 2 and you don't get a pair, then with that third one, you
Yeah, you
definitely
have
get a pair.
What if you get 3 the same color?
Then you already have a pair.
Yeah, never mind. How did I become the fool of
Guys,
this?
whoever created that mind bender this week, thank you so much. Like I want you to create the same one next
It's
week.
from an IQ test, actually. Yeah.
That hurts.
So Dom. So we're switching this. Dom next week is the one on the spotlight, so I can wake up and enjoy my Friday morning. Next
Yeah,
week.
definitely.
I knew. God, that stinks. I'm a bad Friday now. Turns out I'm an idiot.
Ruined the day. We got to keep a running tally of
Who's the fool of the
Can't
week?
do the
Who's
mind
current
bender.
fool of the week?
on the mind bender. Right now, it's David to Dom 1-1 going forward here. But we're going to be taking a quick break right now on the Morning Roar. Stay tuned.
I'm Katie Farmer, the host of Eclectica, and you're listening to WXVU V89.1 The Roar.
Are you not sleeping well? Are your energy levels all over the place? Have you been feeling down? Adding daily exercise into your routine might be just what you need. Exercising regularly has been found to enhance sleep, stabilize energy levels, and ease feelings of depression. A 10-minute walk or a quick workout in your room can still give you the benefits of exercise. Villanova's Office of Health Promotion and its program, Thrive 365, provide an abundance of helpful information regarding exercise and easy ways to add activity into your busy routine. In the know with Nova Nurses. This message is brought to you by senior nursing students in the M. Louise Fitzpatrick College of Nursing, the Office of Health Promotion, and WXVU 89.1 The Roar. WXVU is honored to have been nominated for 5 2022 to 2023 Intercollegiate Broadcast System Media Awards, including Best College Radio Station. Also receiving nominations were Chris Coquinos' interview with Kaylee Brendel as Best News Interview, and through the WXV and U Health Partnership, graduate student Alex Hudson's podcast, Ring the Alarm, as Best Public Affairs Program. Winners will be announced in February at the annual IBS conference in New York City. WXVU thanks you, our loyal listeners, for all of your support that make this kind of recognition possible. Now, here's your 3-day weather forecast for the main line.
A mix of sun and clouds for your Friday, high of 40 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight, we'll get down to 30 for a low. A mix of sun and clouds on Saturday will warm up to 50. And for your Sunday, it'll be mostly cloudy, a high of 49.
This is the Morning Roar right here on WXVU 89.1 FM, The Roar. And, well, I could tell you all from my own experience, one of the greatest student organizations here on Villanova's campus is our mock trial team. The team competes in several tournaments throughout the academic year, including on the weekend of February 4th. Here to talk about mock trial are Patrick Riss, the mock trial team president, and Erica Marchianti, the mock trial vice president. Patrick is a senior philosophy major, while Erica is a senior studying political science. Now, Patrick, well, first of all, both of you, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yes, thank you. We're very excited to be here.
Now, Patrick, can you give us a rundown of how the mock trial team typically operates here at Villanova? Like, what is it?
I'd love to, Chris. First, I just want to say you've got a great voice for radio.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
So,
really appreciate it.
Congratulations. Well, the team operates entirely student run. We have 2 teams typically that we send to competitions, like the one coming up in February 4th and 5th. About 10 members per team. And typically what that looks like is we just sort of get together in Tollentine, unfortunately, on Mondays and Wednesdays for about 2 hours. And we sort of just brainstorm, write content, tear each other's stuff to shreds, and try to make it better.
So I guess what I should have asked first is, what is mock trial then?
I mean, a great question. Great question. Mock trial at the collegiate level is a competition that schools across the country participate in. Essentially, there's sort of a fake case that this company or organization writes up. And it's like a story essentially with a list of like facts of like what happened. And you pretty much just sort of read through the case, and you have to sort of prepare witnesses to sort of make a fake trial or a mock trial, as the name suggests. And essentially, you just sort of make crazy characters and kind of argue whatever you want. Some strategies work better than others, but you always try to have a good time and make people laugh.
This is for Erica. Erica, what made you want to get involved with mock trial?
So I actually didn't do mock trial in high school. I know a lot of people like on the team did, but I actually saw a post about mock trial on the Facebook page, which I don't even think we do anymore, but I guess it was good advertising. And I saw that they had a basketball team named Ball and Order, and I thought it was really funny. But I also was just like really attracted to like the team aspect of the whole thing, because like I was involved in like ethics debate team in high school, and I feel like after high school it's hard to like find anything like that. So it just really like felt like a family from the beginning. And I had absolutely no idea what was going on in the beginning because they were saying things like objection, and I had only watched like the O.J. Simpson documentary, so that was kind of my extent of law. But I'm really glad I joined, and I think it's a good club because you can kind of start from the bottom and work your way up.
That's great. Patrick, same question for you. What made you want to get involved with mock trial?
Well, unlike Erica, I have a pretty storied tradition within the organization. I started off in high school. Shout out to West Morris Mendham High School for all you listening. I had a great time with it. I mean, I was pretty good, so I thought, why not continue in college? And so I did. It was a little bit smaller when I got here. I think a few years before my time, the club sort of died. So it was a burgeoning organization. I got in relatively close to the ground, and ever since then, I've been helping build it up to the Goliath that it is today, you know?
That's great, Patrick. Thank you. So can either of you talk about the regional tournament coming up and what kind of case you will be presiding over?
Sure. So our regional competition is February 4th and 5th, and we're traveling all the way to Penn State. Wow. Yeah, shout out to our van drivers. And our case is about a pilot named Reese, and Reese crashed the plane he was flying and killed his only passenger.
Allegedly.
Yes. Well, no, that's not alleged.
The plane definitely crashed.
Yeah, the plane definitely crashed. And the plaintiff is arguing that it was negligent for whatever reason. And the defense argues pretty much anything you want. Like the engine failed, a firework hit the plane because it's 4th of July, or like he had some kind of like medical emergency that caused the plane to crash. So it's really about trying to imagine what's going on inside of the plane, which is obviously difficult to do since no one survived the crash, and trying to figure out if he was actually responsible for it.
So, Patrick, you mentioned this a little bit earlier, but either of you, what kind of preparation goes into this specific regional tournament?
Right. So, like I was saying before, we try to meet 2 times a week at a bare minimum, usually Mondays and Wednesdays. But the closer we get to competition, we ramp that up a little bit. We have additional Friday practices. We scrimmage and work with other schools when we can. So building up to a big tournament like this, where it's sort of a knockout phase, we're doing anywhere between, 8 to 12 hours of work a week. And that's, writing content, running, trying to memorize it, edit the best we can. And we just try to get in sort of the best position we can for regionals. So everything comes naturally, and we don't have to really think about what we're doing.
Also, the case packet is about 200 pages long, and you have to like read and pretty much have like a good idea of the whole thing, especially if you're an attorney. Mm-hmm. And that in itself can involve like weeks of just reading and highlighting.
Now, Erica, you mentioned a few theories that could be happening at this regional tournament. Which one is your team doing specifically? I don't know if you want to reveal that on the air. I don't know if any of our competitors are listening, but if you would.
Classified.
If our competitors are listening, I feel like they deserve to know. like if you've gone this deep into the Villanova mock trial lore, like I'll just tell you. So our team is doing that. Reese had a retinal stroke on the plane, which is basically just like a stroke in your eye. And he was taking this like non-existent drug, like it's a fictional drug called Fullerton, that apparently significantly increased the odds of him having this retinal stroke. And while he's in the plane, he says things like, I can't see, which is like you go blind when you have a retinal stroke. So that's what we're going with. It just kind of seemed like the most doable option. Defense is always hard because the case is kind of stacked against us.
We can only imagine how well-spoken he must be from his production here at the Roar, but can either of you speak on Chris Kokinas' expertise as a mock trial member?
I can feel that question. I got to tell you, when I heard that Chris was sort of responsible for, putting together at least a part of the show, I wasn't surprised. He's a natural speaker. He's got charisma through the roof. He's just a great guy to be around, and he's got that Midwestern charm you can't help but love. So, in mock trial, he's doing everything. He's doing wacky characters. He's bringing out Oscar-worthy performances on the stand as a sort of bitter defendant who lost his best friend. He's helping out whenever he can, and I'm not even joking, he's a real asset to our team, and we could not do as well as we have without him.
Chris, thank you for writing that question.
I did not write that question. That is the first time I'm seeing that question.
He actually wrote the answer too. Pat,
did.
Paris did not say anything.
We have a script in front of us.
Okay, so do either of you see yourselves getting involved in the judicial system in your career as a result of this experience with mock trial?
You want to start, Pat, considering you're the most connected to it right now?
Well, I am planning on attending law school. Whether I burn out or not, we'll find out. But that's definitely the trajectory as of now my career path is going. I don't know if I would necessarily like litigate or want to be a judge, but the area of law, broadly speaking, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, I think arguing with people in a courtroom is like the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. So I definitely want to try to do it. I'm trying to take a gap year. So like hopefully be like a paralegal and like then come back to law. I also think criminal law is really interesting. We had a criminal case last year. This year's civil, but I think it's super interesting. And it's also cool as someone that's like not really aggressive in like their everyday life to like come on and like yell at people. I think it's really fun.
Well, that's awesome. I wish the best of luck to both of you in
Thank
your
you.
future careers. And a final question for the two of you. How can a Villanova student get involved with mock trial next season?
Well, show up at Tollentine Monday or Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. and just join.
Yeah.
In all actuality, you can probably reach out to us on like VU groups or something, or at the career fair or the activity fair rather, when we do it in like what, August, September,
Yeah,
whenever that is.
you got it.
Also, I recommend joining like pretty much as soon as you can because it's really hard to join in like November because we kind of have to make our teams really fast.
Absolutely. Well, thank you to both Patrick Riss and Erica Marchianti, the president and vice president of Villanova Mock Trial. Guys, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
And let's wish good luck to our mock trial team. In just 1 week, they're going to be heading to the Happy Valley at Penn State University to take on some of the best teams in the country in the American Mock Trial Association Regional Tournament. We're going to be taking a quick break. This is the Morning Roar right here on WXVU 89.1 FM, The Roar.
Hey everyone, I'm Gabrielle Raful, the news director at WXVU, and you're listening to V89.1 The Roar.
This is your reminder.
If you've been prescribed antibiotics, be sure to finish them as prescribed by your healthcare provider, even if you start to feel better.
Finishing the full course of antibiotics prevents the growth of drug-resistant germs, reinfection, and worsening symptoms.
In the know with Nova Nurses.
This message is brought to you by senior nursing students in the Fitzpatrick College of Nursing,
The Office of Health Promotion,
and 89.1 WXVU Villanova Radio.
On Tuesday, January 31st, two leaders in the field of Catholic-Jewish dialogue, Philip Cunningham and Adam Gregerman, will explore the legacy of the Catholic Church in addressing anti-Semitism and fostering Jewish-Catholic relations. This is the inaugural event in the new annual Faith and Dialogue Symposium and is sponsored by the Office of the President in collaboration with Villanova's Interfaith Advisory Council. The event will take place January 31st from 4 to 7 p.m. inside the Villanova Room at the Connolly Center. Registration for the event is available by visiting villanova.edu and accessing the campus ministry section of the website.
Now, here's your 3-day weather forecast for the main line.
A mix of sun and clouds for your Friday, high of 40 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight, we'll get down to 30 for a low. A mix of sun and clouds on Saturday will warm up to 50. And for your Sunday, it'll be mostly cloudy, a high of 49.
Eagles fly on the road to victory.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Hit 'em low
Hit 'em high.
and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
You victory.
EAGLES Eagles.
I don't think. Yeah, we butchered that.
We
So
absolutely
if anyone
did
at the
that.
Performing Arts Center would like to acquire my or Dom or anybody here, Chris, Allison's wonderful voice, you can contact us at WXVU on Twitter.
I'll take responsibility for that. I messed up at the beginning. I wasn't on cue. Usually they have the lyrics right up on the screen and when to say them.
Well, this is not the link.
I know. I thought it was. I'm sorry.
And
I'll
Allison, sorry, we practiced beforehand. You must have been a little shocked. Going
I
over that.
was a little shocked when the music started playing and Dom started singing. I've never even been to a football game, let alone heard this song.
Well, get ready. If you guys are going Sunday, I mean, I can't even imagine how it's going to be Sunday. It's going to be a madhouse. Like that's for Villanova students, and then.
So yeah, let's talk about the sports.
Well, it's
Let's
gonna.
go right
It's
into it, dude.
great. I thought this was taps for a second. I was about to salute. It sounded like taps. David. NFL Conference Championships.
NFL.
Okay.
Let's talk about it, man.
The Eagles defeat the 49ers. That is an unbiased opinion. But no, seriously, I think they're the better team. They have the better quarterback in Jalen Hurts. And I think the Bengals defeat the Chiefs. I think it's Bengals, Eagles. It's going to be a tough Super Bowl. I know that a lot of people want to see Andy Reid and the Eagles compete, but I think it's going to be the Bengals and Joe Burrow against the Eagles.
Yeah, apparently Mahomes has a broken ankle too, and apparently he's going to play on it.
I did not hear about the broken ankle.
That's what
I just heard.
That's rumored. I don't know if it's true. I keep seeing that. Apparently he's going to play on it. But I like your matchup. I like the Eagles, Bengals in the Super Bowl, and I like us over the Bengals there too. I mean, I think we're the all-around better team. I think we're the all-around best team in the NFL, defensively, offensively. Our offensive and defensive lines are probably both the best in the league. I mean, there's no really question surrounding that. We're a better team.
So, go ahead, Chris.
No,
go
I
ahead.
was gonna
Chime in, Chris, please. By all means. As the only
hey.
unbiased sports fan here. Sorry,
Well,
Allison.
I was just going to ask, should we start greasing the polls now?
They already
If
have.
they win on Sunday, yes.
Yeah, they have already.
Yeah, I mean,
if downtown they have barriers and they have already greased polls. Because same thing, like when
they
I
go
mean,
to
of
the
course,
World
when you win
Series.
the whole thing, it is. But when you make the berth to the finals, I mean, look, if Philadelphia has a team in the MLS Cup, the World Series, and the Super Bowl, and we don't come away with one win, very sad.
That
So
was the
we
most
need this.
silly
And the
thing ever,
NBA
though.
Finals
We're
coming up.
second place
Chris,
city. We always have.
Chris, who jumped the Bucks the other day?
Oh,
Chris?
take it easy.
Chris?
Take it easy. All
Who
right.
jumped over the
We're like-
Bucks in the
we're
standings?
Like half a game back from you guys. All right, take it easy. We just need you guys to have.
That's loser energy, Chris.
Wait for the playoffs. We're a playoff team, all right? Chris Middleton, he's back. He's better than ever. We're 76ers. They're a joke of a team. But Villanova Weekend Sports Preview. What's going on with the Wildcats here, guys?
David will be in the midst of a sports apocalypse in South Philly on Sunday. I still have the call with Stephen Kane of the 10-10 men's team matchup against number 23 Providence at 12 p.m. at the Wells Fargo Center. Then the 18-3 women's basketball team, meanwhile, is a winner of 9 straight, ranked 21st in the country, second in the Big East, and has a huge matchup at 5th ranked number 1 in the Big East. UConn Sunday at 2:30. Packed up Sunday. Maddie Seagrass is the GOAT. David, how excited are you for Sunday, dude?
I am super excited.
Yeah.
I am very, very excited. It's a full packed day. You know, you have Villanova.
Even the
So if anybody is going to the game, you're going to want to get there early because the East Food Hall at the Wells Fargo Center opens at 10, and the rest of the gates open at 10:30. And as a reminder, if you didn't know, last week when the Wings played at the Wells Fargo Center,
Of course.
many people bought tickets to go to the Wings game so they could tailgate in the Wells Fargo Center lot for the Eagles game. So I would imagine the same will be done for this Villanova basketball game this weekend so people can get into the Wells Fargo Center parking lot. So you're going to want to arrive early. Gates open at 10:30. I will be there setting up bright and early, getting ready for this matchup. And then the NFC Championship across the street. And of course, the Villanova women's team playing at 2:30. So if you have 2 TVs, if you're lucky enough, you're going to want to have the Eagles on one and the Villanova women's team on the other. It's a huge game
Gotta be
against
a dual
UConn.
setup. Steve, this is Steve's.
Yeah, this will be Steve's broadcasting debut.
Yeah. I went to high school with Steve.
Okay.
It was
St. Joe's Prep Proud.
St.
Say
Joe's
it down.
WSJP. He was the vice president when I was the president. Great broadcaster, even better person. Just want to give a shout out to Steve Kane. He does a lot of work for us when we're doing our broadcasts. So shout out to Steve Kane. He's gonna kill it on Sunday with you, David.
Awesome. Now, guys, what is our predictions for the game on Sunday for the men's team?
We're winning both. We're gonna win both.
Win both.
Philadelphia's gonna have a sweep. Philadelphia in quotes. Villanova as well. We'll have a sweep.
Hey, Villanova is a Philadelphia
it's
school.
not.
Yeah, it is. 100%.
David.
That's a very heated. I didn't think that was as heated of a question
It's
until
very
I got
heated.
to
Ask anybody
Villanova.
from St. Joe's. If you ask anybody St. Joe's, which is only half in
But it's,
Philadelphia,
yeah, as quiet
which
as
is
it's
only
kept. As quiet
half
as
in
it's kept.
Philadelphia, likes to claim that they're a Philadelphia school and
Yeah.
likes to make sure we know that we're not. But nobody knows about St. Joe's because they stink at everything. So,
wow.
But my sister went there, by the way.
No, seriously, I do think that both Villanova basketball teams win. I'm gonna bold take here. I really do. I think that the women's team is due for a very big game. They haven't played like a top 15 team since Iowa State.
Yeah.
But going back to that game, they ended that game really well. Like
they
first
killed Creighton recently, and
exactly,
Creighton I think was third in the Big East.
So I think they've kind of been building momentum since that second half against Iowa State, and I think it's leading up to this big game against UConn. And for the men's team, Providence is very good, very, very good. But Villanova's catching up in the Big East standings. It's quiet as it is. UConn continues to fall. I don't know how they're still ranked as high as they are.
They're done.
I know it's because of the fact that they were so good. Yeah, they were so good in the beginning of the season, but I don't know how they're still ranked. But I think Villanova has a good chance, of course, beating St. John's on Friday. I think they have a good chance to win both. I think it's going to be a close game, though, in both, coming down to the wire.
Now, guys, didn't Maddie Segrist break
Yes.
Yeah, why don't we talk about that?
Yeah, she's I believe the all-time leading scorer in Villanova history, men and women's. She passed Shelley Pennefather. If you guys don't know, does everybody know Shelley Pennefather story? There's a little ESPN 10-minute video about her. It's really, really cool. But anyway, was a player here, and they could have went to play in Europe or Japan or something like that. Could have made a lot of money. Decided to go to some order of nuns where she takes a vow of silence and poverty. She can only get visitors once every 10 years. I watched the whole documentary. It's really interesting. But anyway, she passed Shelley Pennefather, which is really cool. And now she is the Villanova GOAT of scoring.
That's what I like to hear.
Yep.
Thank you, David and Dom, for our sports roundup here. Allison, what is going on in the music industry?
Yeah, certainly. You guys have no idea how peaceful it feels to not be a football fan. It's so nice. But in music news, Bad Bunny and Lizzo are among the first round of performers announced for the Grammys on February 5th. Also scheduled are fellow nominees Mary J. Blige, Brandi Carlile, Luke Combs, Steve Lacy, Kim Petras, and Sam Smith. Additional performers will be announced, perhaps
Ed Sheeran. Absolutely.
Miley Cyrus's Flowers has become her first ever song to debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The self-empowerment anthem, which many have speculated about, is about her relationship with Liam Hemsworth, is Cyrus's first Billboard #1 since Wrecking Ball in 2013. And Dave Matthews Band announced a new album and a summer tour. Their 10th album, Walk Around the Moon, will drop May 19th, and their North American tour begins May 9th in Mexico, running through September 3rd. Their new single, Madman's Eyes, is out now.
Is this the new Miley Cyrus?
Yeah,
song?
this is it. This is it, right?
This is
Yeah.
a really good song.
I've only seen it on TikTok.
Wrecking Ball was okay, but I like the song.
So, David, I gotta ask, what would you do for Ed Sheeran to be one of the performers? At the Grammys?
I still have not. Real take here. I am disappointed in myself because I have not gotten Ed Sheeran tickets yet to the link.
For shame.
I have not purchased them yet, but it is in my plan to get them. And the prices continue to fall, which is very surprising because we all know top tier artists, #1 artists in the world.
Oh, 100%.
So I'm a little surprised that it's falling a little bit. But maybe it's because, everybody wants to watch the Phillies that weekend, which, hey, I'm all for. But definitely, I think that Ed Sheeran Grammys would be really exciting. Definitely. But
yeah.
Got to get those tickets soon. I'll keep everybody updated. Hopefully by next Friday.
Yeah, make sure you give us an update next week. Thank you, David. Thank you, Allison, for our music news. So now let's go to Dom for what's happening at the movie theaters this weekend.
So first movie coming out is called Fear, a horror mystery. A year into a pandemic, a group of friends gather to stay at the historic Strawberry Lodge. What was supposed to be a celebratory weekend quickly turns into a nightmare as the truth about the historic lodge slowly unravels in front of them. No rating on Rotten Tomatoes yet. After that, Shotgun Wedding, an action comedy on Amazon Prime about a couple who has planned the perfect destination wedding for friends and family, only to find everything going off the rails when a group of criminals takes everyone hostage. It has Jennifer Lopez, Josh Duhamel, and Jennifer Coolidge in it. That is 37% on Rotten Tomatoes. Guys, do movies suck nowadays? Like, what are these two movies?
I think we're just finding the worst movies to talk about here.
I think all the good movies come out in like late December, early January when we don't have shows, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think we're left with Fear and Shotgun Wedding as the two movies we have to talk about.
I don't think Dom has ever liked a movie that
I'm
is
very
on the
strict.
list.
Oscar nominations are out. I will say I have seen, I think, 4 out of the 10 Oscar nominated Best Picture. So I am a movie connoisseur.
He is a movie snob, and none of these movies.
None of them are up to my
your
standards.
standard. No. I mean,
Well, to be fair, 37% is kind of brutal.
Jennifer Coolidge, I mean, she's great in Legally Blonde. Is that your? Our guys are still back here. Do you guys love Legally Blonde?
Never seen it.
Oh my!
They've both never seen Legally Blonde.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's such a
It's
good
like my comfort movie. You
movie.
guys, that's your. I'm allowed to give you guys assignments since you guys came on the radio.
Yeah.
Go watch Legally Blonde. What? What about it?
It is great to have a
Avatar
live
2 was
studio
nominated for
audience.
Best
Great.
Picture. Congrats, Avatar 2. Just passed, I think, Endgame or Infinity War for highest grossing. One of the two. $2 billion.
Wow. Has anyone seen it here?
Nope.
Oh, I've seen
Well,
it.
yeah, I assume you've seen it.
You've seen that, not
Oh,
Legally
you've seen
Blonde,
it?
and you want to be a lawyer?
How did you sit through it?
Come on.
Wasn't it like
was
8 hours long?
It was 3.5 hours
How
long.
did you
it was
do
insanity.
that?
But
I can't sit
Oh,
through
you saw
anything for
it too?
3.5
I saw it.
hours.
It was so good. It was outstanding.
Oh, really?
No, that's what
But
everyone
I
who
was-
sees it
Yeah.
says, but like
bored
I,
the entire time.
I can't see it. I don't think I can sit down for 3.5 hours.
I was really reluctant to see it because my dad's like, "Come on, let's go see it." I'm like, "It's like 3.5 hours
Coquinos.
long." Yeah, Petey, Mr. Coquinos, he was like, "Come on, let's go see it." I'm like, "Oh God, it's 3.5 hours long." But I went to see it and not bored the entire time.
Really?
Entertained for the entire length of the
Wow.
movie. I don't even think I could say that about Endgame, and that was also 3
Yeah, it
hours
was long.
So, but maybe we need to talk about better movies on here, like Avatar 2.
We do. I'll tell Nick to get on it.
Yeah, because Fear and Shotgun
Come on,
Wedding,
Nick.
I don't
Embarrassing, frankly.
I don't know anybody who's going to see those movies. I haven't even heard about these
No,
movies.
they also they need to stop making movies about the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
No,
Everyone's
we're not
over it.
ready for it. Like
I
no
don't
one
want
wants
to
to
know.
see that.
I don't want to know. I don't want to be reminded.
It'll be cool like 30 years down the line when we're
It's
all
too
like
soon, though.
60.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh my God, I remember that. And our kids are like, wow, that's so cool, Mom. And it's
No,
like,
it wasn't.
No, it
but not
wasn't.
now.
No.
Not
Even
now.
TV shows are doing seasons like
I
set in the
know.
pandemic.
Yeah,
I
It's like,
know.
who cares?
No, we should. That shouldn't exist in TV and movie. That shouldn't exist. We should ignore that.
Definitely not. All right, David, what are our national days of the week this week?
So today is Thomas Crapper Day in honor of the man who invented the toilet flush mechanism on the anniversary of his death in 1910. Today is also Fun at Work Day because experts say when we enjoy our work, we're more productive. And it's also Vietnam Peace Day, observed on the anniversary of the 1973 peace deal signed in Paris that brought an end to America's then longest war. Tomorrow is Daisy Day. Now, I'm not going to lie at first. For some reason, I know it's a flower, but I thought of the sour cream at first, and I don't know
I thought of
why.
Mario character.
Yeah, I'm with Dom on this one,
Okay,
Mario
okay.
character.
I don't know why. I thought of sour cream. Okay, anyway. Blueberry Pancake Day is also tomorrow, and the 28th of January is also Data Privacy Day to raise awareness about the importance of protecting your personal info online. And Sunday, also known as Eagles Day, is Puzzle Day, celebrating one of our all-time favorite pastimes.
So that first one's got to be a joke, right?
No,
Thomas Crapper Day.
no.
and he
I've heard his
invented the
name
toilet flush
before,
mechanism?
but I don't like.
I
it.
wanted to make sure that I was like reading that right when I first kind of read through it.
feel
Some
like
of
it's
one of those letters has to be silent in there.
We're about to get yelled at.
We're
after
about
the
to get
show.
fined by the radio association.
All right, Dom, what are the results of our Twitter poll today?
I have to exit out of my Ava Catalina Twitter, all in Spanish.
Oh, you're right.
from
You're right.
earlier.
Of course, yeah.
Let's find out.
And just to remind everybody, it was on what your superpower
Yep,
or
here we
what's your
go.
favorite superpower is.
Which
something like that.
superpower would you like to have? Right now, only a couple votes. One for teleportation, another one for flying, and then my vote is still for invisibility. Oh no, we've updated. 25% for mind reading, 25% for teleportation, 50% for flying. So flying taking slight lead for flying. Invisibility still is one vote though in the comments.
That's such the common answer though. Like I feel like when you ask, even when you ask like a kid, they're like, "Oh, I want to fly." You know what I mean? I nothing
It's
against
not.
it.
It's not.
I
there's
just
better
I
ones.
like the idea
There are
of
better.
teleportation. I think like mind reading is interesting, but as we talked about before, like being able to know everybody's thoughts about you is kind of weird. And invisibility would definitely be interesting. I don't know if would be like
They're
the best
better,
one to
So
have.
wait,
but it would
just
be
to clarify, you just want invisibility to steal stuff?
I don't know.
That's all it's for?
I like to sneak. I don't know.
Just sneak.
Who are you sneaking up on?
You. Well, when it's 10 or 8 a.m. next Friday and you guys don't see me and I just start talking, I'm invisible. And you'll be like, wow.
He did.
You
He's
better
invisible.
be here. You have the mind bender next week, Don.
He's
You have the mind
invisible.
bender.
Oh, true. Yeah, the score 1-1 for our mind bender next week. We got to see who else
I'll
joins
redeem
the Fool
myself.
of the Week board. But I think flying. I think that's the best one. I mean, you get to see the world from above. You get to go anywhere.
Take
you
a
want.
hot air
plane,
balloons.
Chris.
Oh my god.
Be on a plane.
Yeah, but this one you get to feel the wind in your hair. I mean, come on, David. I know you want to do.
You're going to get
I
bugs in
hate
your
the
mouth,
wind.
dude.
I don't think there's that many bugs when you're like in the clouds, dude.
That's birds. I don't know. I feel like there's better things than flying. Maybe not.
I don't know. I feel like flying or teleportation. You're gonna choose flying because you get the journey.
Teleportation, I think, like would come more.
You
in
can go
handy.
to anywhere at any point in time.
You could
I don't think that's
teleport.
part of it.
You could
I
teleport
don't think-
Teleportation has to be strictly place, because otherwise it's
think?
time traveling.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't
You
count
can't
this.
Well, then
Time
I would say time travel. Then
Yeah.
that's my
There
answer.
you
Then,
go.
but teleportation, time travel. Okay. Same
Thanks,
thing.
David. Thanks, Dom, for our Twitter poll results. And just a reminder that the VU Women in Tech Conference happens tomorrow at the Inn at Villanova, and you can still register at vuwomenintech.org. And last but certainly not least, I accidentally missed it last week, so got to give extra emphasis to it this week. The deep thought of the week. The foolish man seeks happiness in the distance. The wise man grows it under his feet. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Anybody got anything on
Yep.
that?
That's the mind bender. Actually,
That's the mind bender. I've got no idea what that even means.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, where are we getting these from?
I don't know.
Guys, like fortune cookie, like papers.
Every time that Nick orders Chinese
Yeah,
takeout, he's
he
like,
just jots it down.
There's the deep thought of the week right there. Put it on. But thank you, everybody, for joining us this week for the Morning Roar. David, Dom, good luck to the Eagles this weekend. Hopefully, we'll be seeing them in the Super Bowl, but it is a Philadelphia sports team, so I'm expecting a choke this week.
I just want to know who won a Super Bowl more recently, the Packers or the Eagles?
Take it easy. Come on, man.
And remember, Chris,
what?
Sixers on top of the Bucks right
That's not
now.
going to mean anything.
Go
Part of the
Eagles. Happy
playoffs.
weekend, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning into the Morning Roar. And make sure you tune in next week on Friday, same time, 8 a.m., right here on WXVU 89.1 FM. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Villanova University's WXVU Villanova. Visit our all-new website at wxvu.org. We're on air serving the main line at 89.1 on your FM dial, or stream us anytime, anywhere on the Radio FX app.
The Navigating